Okay. So I can be upfront and personal with you guys. First and foremost, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you woke up in love, peace, and positive energy. Y'all already know y'all have tapped in with Amazing Grace, and I'm here to bring just this message that came from a download, but it's like it's in a download in itself. So something that's needed for the collective soul tribe and people that are on this journey. So just take the energy as it resonates for you. If it doesn't resonate for you, keep scrolling. Okay. Have a wonderful day. It is Venus Day. Happy Venus Day. Happy Friday. And so forth and so on. Anyway, I hope you all can hear me. I hope you all can hear me. I'll say it again. But my bad. Listen, y'all don't be, because I be, yeah. Y'all know that left eye be doing the most. But anyway, so let's get into this energy. Remember to be in the present moment, y'all. Like, y'all have done well. First of all, let me say that. Y'all have done an amazing job on your journeys. Stop being so hard on yourself. Okay? Remember, people's opinions about you are opinions. That's not the actual truth. It's not facts, okay? Only you know the truth when it comes to your well being or your soul's growth, okay? Um, as far as that goes, you have nothing to prove to nobody but yourself. Okay, remember the battle comes from within. So you've never been in like spiritual warfare don't even count with this right now. But it's a thing. Spiritual warfare is a thing, yes. Um, but you've battled with yourself in the inner parts of you that you know needed to release, things that you needed to overcome, like childhood trauma, um, starting from childhood trauma, yes. Inner child work, inner child healing, detachment, and so forth and so on. Like you worked through a lot of different things that may have been like not an easy walk for you. Like you walked that path for real, and you've stayed on the path that you needed to stay on. You should be very proud of yourself. Okay. Also, be present, collective. Always remember to be present because the present moment is the gift. Y'all have learned that already over here. Um, so yeah, you're definitely you got to remember where you came from, where you started at on your journey. That's number one. Okay. Also, people are not going to want you to ascend on this journey. Um, they want you to self sabotage, and some of y'all have had those moments where you may have self sabotaged on this journey. I'm not going to sit here and say everything went smooth or it's things that we did not know, it's things that we had to learn, it's things that we had to work to attain. Okay, like we had to do the work when it comes to this spiritual journey to attain those things that was necessary for us to attain. um Hold on y'all real quick, because I want to make sure that I'm being heard here. Nobody's commenting. That's all. That's just giving me the energy of gang stalkers in my chat. That's cool. But I got an extra phone. Um, Give me a second, y'all. What the hell's the phone at? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. If you can hear me, please comment down below in the chat so I can continue on. My Soul Tribe members, my true subscribers, please comment down below to let me know that you can hear me. Okay, if you can't hear me, oh well. Anyway, be present. Do your shadow work. For some of y'all that participated, y'all participated in like a collective cord cutting. We did a collective cord cutting over here on this channel for those who participated. You could be feeling like it's some type of release energy is happening here. You could also be feeling the energy of having needing to do shadow work, which is fine. Do some shadow work, okay? Those cord cuttings bring up the energy that you've been blocking, or the energy that you don't want to deal with no more. So it's going to bring it up for you to heal it. It's going to bring it up for you to move forward in the energy that may have been stagnating your journey. Anywho, um, just keep moving forward. Be present. The things that you have been doing, the work that you have been doing, ain't been for nothing, okay? You're going to learn along your journey, for those who are still journeying on, that this is a journey, okay? So it's steps that we got to take, okay? Steps, levels to this shit. And that's why I teach over here about like detachment, detaching from people, places, and things of the past, of the old paradigm. Yes, the past is a thing. The past pushed you forward, but you don't have to adhere to the past anymore. That part of your journey is over. That is why we call it new beginnings and moving forward energy. That's why we do it like, that's why we call it moving forward and new beginnings, okay? Also, we were taught to be present as well, okay? Because this is a journey and time doesn't exist. So things could just fall in your lap. Things could just happen. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever feel like you're not moving forward, or just different energy of people wanting you to feel like you're stuck or something's not changing. No, you went through your transformation. You had that transformational point in your life where things have changed. Things have changed. And for some of y'all, it was like, okay, if these things have changed, but you got to look back 3-4 years ago, 5-6 years ago, 6-7 years ago. For some of y'all, you got to reflect back to those moments so you can see where you are now. You're like, okay, I really went through some stuff. I really went through some things that, that I didn't think I was going to never get through, but you got through it. You persevered through it. And like I was saying in my post, it gets greater later. You are greater. I said healing is forever. You just get better. So you've gotten better. Confirmation. You've gotten better, on this journey. Now, it's some few changes that is necessary for us as a collective to make. I'm going to say, y'all know I speak for myself as well, okay? The energy of accountability, okay? It was necessary to take accountability in the midst of this journey, okay? Some of us had to excuse me, be held accountable for things that we've already done, like in our low vibrations, or even the energy of what we may have done in the past life, okay? So we had to be held accountable for those things in this lifetime. So some of us have paid out our karmic debt. Some of y'all could be still paying it out. You would know you would know the difference between you paying out karmic debt and you being attacked or somebody sabotaging you. The majority of y'all have dealt with both. Okay, y'all have dealt with both energies. So some of y'all did go through the energy of confusion until you could literally figure out for yourself. That's why you have to sit in those silent moments with yourself and meditate and bring it down, and not be so over hyper when it comes to this spiritual energy. Okay, it does not matter what other people say. Okay, you got to let them talk. You got to let them feel how they're gonna feel. When you feeling better, they're gonna talk. They see you getting better, they're gonna talk. Okay, that's just what comes with these journeys, y'all. I'm pretty sure for some of y'all that's been on these journeys between 2 and 5 years. For some of y'all been on these journeys. So when you know, okay. Don't ever allow your past to make decisions when it comes to your future, unless it's the high vibrational decision, okay? Like, oh, well, this ain't moving forward, so I might as well go backwards. No, absolutely not. That is definitely not what you've done all this work for. You didn't do all this work to go backwards. Forward movement. That means you're not dwelling on the past. You're not taking that any of that energy that came up that you need to release within yourself off your soul. That's that energy that's from the past. That's some shit that's not coming with you. So for some of y'all are experiencing your new beginnings energy, but you have to be made new. You have to be made new. That means adhering to new ways to be in a high vibration. Stop eating all those dead energy. Stop eating that dead energy. Stop taking in dead energy. You are a live vessel. So you have to eat live foods, okay? You're not dead. Okay? Anywho, just make sure that you are doing the inner work on yourself. Continue to do the inner work. You don't just do the inner work for a couple years and then stop. That's not how that works. Healing is forever, so you're going to always be in this space where you're going to be working on self, working on self, working on yourself, working on yourself. For those who did the cord cutting, y'all, we followed those cord cuttings with sweetener jars as well. So to bring back the energy, like the abundant, sweet energy back into your life, the feel good energy, like the brighter day energy, that is what those sweetener jars was about. Because you can't do a cord cutting and think you're gonna be all over the place without like balancing that energy out. So it has to be a balance. Anyway, remember that you are the gift. You are the opportunity. That is why we were taught to overcome those obstacles and heal from those different things that like breaking generational curses, so forth and so on. A lot of y'all know that y'all have been doing these things because you feel better. Now, if you're still in a space where woe is me and you ain't taking accountability or nothing like that, what journey are you on? Like, you literally have to be held accountable, holding yourself accountable. Okay? And I'm not saying because of what somebody else said. It's because of how you feel for real. It be because of how you feel on the inside for real. You want to change that. Like, eating better, like that's something we gonna have like class on. Eating better, having a better appetite, having a better diet intake. You want to intake all the live fruits and vegetables and stuff that's live. You don't, that meat shit, y'all, listen, that meat, eating meat, I'm gonna be honest, eating meat comes with a greater debt. Here it is, we paying out karmic debt. You want to get your karmic debt paid, but you still eat meat. No, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. And it takes time. I'm not saying overnight energy. It takes time to deprogram yourself. So it's an energy of reprogramming, deprogramming to reprogram, like into the truth, into the basic, the real true life energy, not this shit that's trying to create us damnation or more energy of falling from grace or falling in frequency and all that energy. No, y'all have been taught how to get in high vibrations. Y'all have been taught how to heal yourselves, so forth and so on. I'm not saying, and you're going to get that energy where it's people that think they know everything. No, we don't know everything. Okay, that's people that are on a higher level ascension. We don't know everything, okay? We know just enough for these journeys. We know just enough for the divine to use us as messengers, and we get more knowledge. We gain the knowledge we receive, the messages we receive, we give that to you guys. Okay, granted. But I just wanted to come on here today and just let y'all know that it's okay not to be ready for certain shit. All right, y'all done moved on to a higher level of ascension. Do not be hard on yourself. Allow yourself to let that energy flow. Okay, don't be hard on yourself. Now is the time where you're pouring back into yourself. It's a repetitive thing every day. Self-love. You pouring back into yourself every day, cleansing your energy of people, places, and things, and pouring into you. Okay, that's an everyday thing. That's something that's for life. Okay, it just doesn't stop because you did it 1,000 trillion times. I mean, implementing mantras and so forth and so on. Like a lot of things have changed. Things are not going to look the same because you have changed. You have changed the narrative about you and the things around you, okay? You literally had to take leaps of faith and be in that energy of fight or flight. Some of y'all may have went through phases where you ran from your journey, or you ran from God, or you ran from healing, and you ran from, for some of y'all could have been on that self-sabotaging shit. And I'm not talking about everybody. Some of y'all may have. Okay, but y'all have been put in a place and space where you can no longer run from your healing. You can no longer run from your shadow. It's going to show up. If you're in front of people, that energy is going to show up. If you have not been doing shadow work, it's going to show up. Okay? You're going to be able to see that. Do the shadow work that's coming up for you. That cord cutting, like I said, for those who participated. This ain't for everybody because not everybody participated, okay? All right? New beginnings, new energy. That energy of continuously moving forward on your journey. That's all that matters. And loving yourself, okay? Love the love that you have for yourself and the love that you have for the divine and who you adhere to. That relationship is what matters right now. Okay, new love is coming. It's in your energy, it's in your fate, it's in your destiny. That's going to come, but you make sure that you're ready for what you asking for. I can ask you right now today, you ready for that? You ready for that? The divine not gonna send you in that high vibrational soulmate until you are truly ready. So you can sit and say, I'm ready all day. No, you're not. You're not ready. Are you sure you're ready? Here come that high vibrational love, and you not really ready on the inside. Your physical being may be ready, but your spiritual being, like the inner side, the insides of you may not be ready for a high vibrational soulmate because you may not be all the way there. You could be, but just for some of y'all, you sit back and be like, well, you only saying you're ready because your fate says that that's what you're due to have. No, it's a journey, y'all. Enjoy the ride. You're gonna meet people, new friendships and shit. Be patient. Enjoy this shit. Like when you're ready to get married and you ready for your soulmate, you are gonna get the memo, honey. You're gonna know that. You're truly gonna know that. Right now is the time for you to continue to pour back into you what was taken from you. But I'm not saying for you to dwell in that energy, to sit there and, because this happened to me and that happened to me and woe is me and all of that energy. No, 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 no. We moved on from that. We moved on from the past. Okay, so now it's truly time to focus on pouring more into self. New beginnings. We're starting over. We're starting an entirely new journey. Okay, so this is a new journey, but you're on a new journey with new knowledge, ascension energy, level up energy, material gain is here as well. So it's a new journey. You're gonna feel like you're lonely all over again. So it's gonna feel like square one as far as you having to let go all that old shit, letting go of the way you eat, letting go of the way you adhere to certain shit that wasn't never no good for you, smoking, drinking, fornicating, sex, etc. That kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? All of that is of the past. You're on a completely new journey. All right. So the divine led you to what you were supposed to be doing. The divine led you to what you were supposed to be adhering to, the energy you're supposed to be adhering to, or the energy that you were supposed to detach from. Okay. Remember the times that we in. This is the last round. This is the last one right here. Like the last go round for the chosen ones. Like get it in order. Get it in order. All right. And you ain't got to be hard on yourself. The world has been hard enough on you. Okay. They didn't applaud you. They didn't nurture you. You had to do that shit yourself, remember? So continue to pour back into yourself because you deserve self love. You deserve that love within yourself. The reflection. You want to be that for yourself so you can be that for somebody else. And that's for everybody. Okay? Be that energy that you want to see. Be that energy that you want to call into your life. Be that for you first, for you can be that for anybody else. Have that loyal connection with the divine, with the divine mother and father, just the divine as a whole. Okay? Have that relationship between you and the divine. Okay? Y'all, that's all I wanted to say to y'all today. I am not pulling no cards or none of that. That's just something that I felt like you all needed or whatever. Just take the energy as it resonates for you. Like I said, happy Venus Day, happy Friday. Make sure you are, for those who did the cord cutting and you have a sweetener jar, love on your jar. Put that love into that jar because it's a self-love jar. That's what it is. It's like after cord cutting, after you having to deal with these different energies, the shadows is coming up and shit. Okay? But anyway, like I said, I'm going to get out of here and I will see y'all later.